From Bamford we rode all the way back to Parksville. It was already quite late, and unfortunately it was the weekend. 2 previous provincial parks were completely full, so we decided for the first time to have a look at an RV park. Luckily we found a spot, and we were welcomed by Evelyn and Roger. We set up our tent and they invited us to their campfire. On the road we are not really up to date with the news. Especially in Canada, at most camp spots we don't even have self-service. But luckily they told us that at this night we will probably see some polar lights. So we had a good chat and suddenly the northern lights appeared. It was for us the first time that we saw them. Thanks for that, Evelyn and Roger. And of course, Spitz. The next day we stayed at the Elk Falls campground next to Camper River. We pitched up our tent and hiked 4 kilometers to the Elk Falls and of course 4 kilometers back. It was totally worth it. The next day we decided to go to Gold River, a lovely windy road. We did a small stop at the Strathcona National Park. It's really worth it to stop here. We arrived in Gold River, drank a soda pop and fueled up. And then we decided to go to Tassie's. And the first time we hit a pure gravel road. It was so much fun. On the way, we even saw a black bear right next to the road. When he heard our engine, he ran away. We stopped several times. And then we arrived in Tassie's. Such a remote place. There was one beautiful campground, right next to the water. We took a small walk to the pier and just enjoyed this quiet, empty place.
A couple of hours ago we arrived at our campsite. I think this is one of the top 10 campsites we've been so far here in Canada. It's in a little town called Tassie's. It's right in the middle of nowhere. We drove from Gold River, I think 65 kilometers on gravel road. It was really nice with the motorcycles. And this is the view. It's really ridiculous beautiful. Here's our tent. And we are standing right next to the ocean. It's a really small town, but very quiet. We have full cell phone service. I think we didn't have that for 5 days in our previous campsites in forests, so that's really nice. And the weather is just really great. Yeah, we're spending the night here, hopefully have a good sleep, and then see you tomorrow.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within, calling. This heavy load got under your skin, all in. You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors. Right.
So we left this wonderful place, Tassie's, to go up more north. So we went back to Gold River and took the shortcut over the logging road to Voss. And damn it, this logging road was even more fun. Another stop at the only gas station around. Maybe that's not special for all the North Americans, but when this school bus stopped, our eyes sparkled up. And for us, that's something special, because we only know them from the movies that we watched. So we went up more north to Port McNeil, ate some fish and chips and a burger at a street food stand, and went to our spot for the night, the Alder Bay campground. It was a beautiful one, right next to the water. Some seals appeared and eagles were flying around. Unfortunately, we were stuck for 4 days because of heavy rain. After the 4th day, we took off to Port Hardy and Port Alice, and again the rain got us. We really wanted to go to the Cape Scott National Park, but because of the rain the previous days and the weather forecast for the next days, we decided to head again down south to Camper River. It was May long weekend and not easy to find spots at the campground. So we rode 30 kilometers of gravel road to check this campground right next to the Morton Lake. We were lucky and stayed 2 days. On the 2nd day, we left our stuff at the campsite and drove through all those logging roads that are connecting all the lakes here in the Camper River area. We had a great time and so much fun.
Hi everyone, I just took a bath in the lake here. It was really cold, maybe 10 or 12 degrees Celsius, the water. And I just got some fresh water from the water pump. It's right at the beginning of the campsite. So I have to take a, I think, 5-minute walk. But it's so nice here.
After our day trip, we needed to do some maintenance, like checking tire pressure, checking our pre-filters and the airbox, and filling up our chain oiler.
Good morning from the Mountain Lake Provincial Park. We just woke up. It was maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 degrees. It's always a fight to put your sleeping bag into the packing sack. We spent 2 nights here on the campground. It was really beautiful. No rain, sunny weather. That was good. But now we will go on. We don't know yet where we will go. But let's see. We don't have any cell phone service here, like as the last 3 days, I guess. I mean, that's sometimes good, but sometimes you also need some internet. Yeah, now we're getting some breakfast, pack up everything, and then go on. This is the sleeping bag. This is the inlay for a sleeping bag. We had to use it, I think, now every day because it's cold. And this is the isolated air mattress. Very game changer. And this is the pillow. And that's it.
After checking our pre-filters, we really needed to buy foam air filter oil. So locals told us there is a really good motorcycle shop in Camper River. And we found what we wanted.
Right now we are at the Strathcona Park. We already been at this rest area before. But now we want to discover a little bit this park because the last time we just drove through it. And let's see, we will head to a campsite here in the park. Okay, this was close. We just arrived at a provincial park here at the Strathcona Park. And in the entrance of the park it says a bear was seen, I think, 4 days ago and today in the beach area. So we wanted to check out the beach. Here's the trail to it. I think maybe 2 minutes walk, not a lot. So we walked there. There were no trees and I was like, okay, now I know why a bear was seen, because this area is perfect. Then I just walked 1 step more and the bear was just in front of me and I was like, shit. So I was shocked, really shocked, but we went back and I don't think we will camp here.
Our next stop, the Myra Falls. We could already see them while riding down the Strathcona Park. We parked at the parking lot and hiked the little trail down to this beauty of a waterfall.
heard you want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always...
Stay tuned for the next episode where we will be seeing some wildlife right at our camping spot in Parksville. And after 3.5 weeks we are leaving Vancouver Island and take the ferry to the Sunshine Coast. Please hit the subscribe button and give us a feedback in the comments.